everybody, it's good to see you again today. It's Taffy and
Kuzi.
okay, my partner in crime. So today we wish to share with you the lifestyle that we are living here in Auckland. Remember, we are from Zimbabwe, so it's Zimbabweans in Auckland.
Oh, in Auckland, not in New Zealand.
In New Zealand, of course.
Okay.
Auckland is in New Zealand, so it's Zimbabweans in New Zealand. So, Kuzi, can you start asking me some of the questions that pertain our lifestyle in New Zealand?
Okay, to begin with, I understand that Auckland is the most expensive city in New Zealand, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So, what are some of the expenses that are very high in Auckland as compared to other cities?
All right, so just like any other big city, Auckland has very high rentals.
That's
Okay,
true.
for example, in my case, I have a family of 5 members. So we have a 3-bedroomed house, which we are paying $760 per week. So if you multiply 760 by 4, it's a lot of money.
Okay. To add on to that, I understand there are questions about how many kids do you have?
All right, I have 3 kids, 2
And-
sons and a daughter. So my daughter has her own bedroom and my sons are sharing a bedroom.
Oh, is it allowed for them to share?
Yes, it's allowed to have at least 2 sharing, but not 3. And I can't even share with my daughter, even if my husband is away.
Okay, so in my case, I have a 2-bedroom house because it's just me and my son. So for that 2-bedroom house, we are paying $520 a week, and that cost excludes electricity, Wi-Fi, water. It's just rental, nothing
Yes,
else.
Yes.
Okay. So as compared to how much you are earning, what percentage is your rent?
Probably 1/3. 1/3 or maybe 2/3, because in my situation it's like we share the bills, my husband and I.
That's why I was like going to be
Yes. I was like, it's 1/3 of the 2 of us, but if it's my own salary, probably it's 3/4, more than half. Yes,
because in my case I'm the one paying all the bills, so it's half of my salary going to the rent.
Yes.
Ouchie.
So it means in your case, your child is a son and you cannot share a house with the son, right?
I can't share my bedroom with him.
And he can't even sleep in the dining room or in the kitchen.
Yeah.
He can't do that.
And he's 18. Oh.
Yeah.
So we can't. Even if we could, it's impossible to get a 1-bedroom house that you are allowed to share with your house. If you are applying for the house, because we apply for them through some portals and links, you don't get houses on streets. You have to apply and you tell them how old are the tenants, whoever is coming to live with them. So the only 2 people that are allowed to live in a 1-bedroom house are partners, like boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. Not a mom and a child. Even if she is 2 years old, they will say no.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. So the most important thing that people are asking is about groceries, Kunzi.
Yeah.
For
how much do you
us,
spend?
As a family of 5, we spend $300 per week.
Oh!
We buy our groceries per week. So $300 is something like $150. We buy our groceries per week because there are certain things that we need to beef up every week. For example, milk, snacks, cheese, meat, because meat is just interesting when it's still fresh. So if you buy for a week, then the following week you buy another pack, it will be better. So I don't know, how much do you use for a family of 2?
Because sometimes we are too lazy to cook, but usually it's $150 a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not like it's just basic groceries. It has all the delicious things
The
like
nitty-gritties.
yeah, all those things we need them because we are far from home, so we can be starving. We miss you guys. We miss home.
We can't
so
miss
it's
food.
better to miss you and lick ice cream. Yeah,
Okay, so do you mean there's ice cream, there's cheese, there's bacon, and almost everything?
yes, for our breakfast normally, my son loves eggs. He is an egg person. You cook
Have
eggs
at least
almost every day.
six per week.
Yeah, or more than that. And then the polon here is not so good, so we try to skip that one.
Okay.
And what else? Bacon. And the Russians are not so good either.
Mm-hmm.
So we are stuck with just a few things for breakfast because the ones that they enjoy here, the taste is so different from what we are used to back home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to.
Yeah, and one important thing is that our food does not have names. Like, this is my son's ice cream. This is my daughter's juice. This
That's meat.
No, we have equal portions because you eat what you want.
Yeah, and you can have ice cream anytime you want.
Yes.
And it's a big tub. How many liters? 1 liter of ice cream is
It's
like
going for
$5.
Yeah.
And $5 is not the $5 that you know.
$2.50 US.
And even if you compare it to US, I tend to disagree that we can just convert it like that. Here, the money is like, it has got big numbers, but it
Yes.
doesn't buy a lot. So we can convert it like that, but it's way less than $2.50.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're right.
So for groceries, so what's the type of meat that you buy?
We buy almost everything. Offals, beef, chicken.
Which offals are you talking about?
Kettle offals.
Where?
Oh,
The
just
bleached
close
ones?
by. No, just close by. Yeah, at a shop close to Hamilton, we always buy from there. Then we also buy the pork.
And how much should be that per kg, if you know?
I only know about beef. Usually it's $14.50 per kg. So I think
but
beef is a bit expensive.
Beef is now expensive.
Yes.
I bought yesterday the cheapest beef was for $16.90.
Mm-hmm.
That was the cheapest one, and they were labeling is what extra
low.
low.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally it's around $22-23 a kg.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the pork, it's around $13 or $14. It used to be $9 a kg.
Yeah.
And then the chicken is the cheapest.
Chicken is the cheapest.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
most people who come from Zimbabwe find it so hard to eat the chicken from here. They like the chicken from Zimbabwe. So, yeah, in most households, they prefer beef over chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
Except of me.
Yeah. She enjoys the drumsticks. I can't stand them. Yeah. So, yeah. We don't really get goat meat is the most expensive. Yes, it's the most expensive.
Yes.
Maybe because the goats are not fast tracked like the way they do with the cows, because the cows, they say that they slaughter them at 1 year. Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah.
And then we are eating the meat. But with the goats, they don't do that. They just grass feed them normally, just like at home. So maybe they take longer to mature.
Yeah, you could be right.
Enough about the groceries. And how about the drinks?
We have different types of drinks. Basically, we buy our juices, the local juices, the undiluted ones, the 100% ones. We get them at a very low price. Then the colas, the soft drinks, yeah, they are very cheap as well. So when you
Yeah.
get to a household, you would find that you find almost all
Yeah.
varieties. You can't.
You get it almost.
Yeah.
Okay, what about those who drink beer? Would you know about the prices?
To be honest about beer, I'm not sure.
I think I've forgotten.
Yeah,
But
because it's something that we never buy.
yeah, but life is kind of hard for those who are used to drinking in pubs and
Yes.
beer halls, because the rules are that you can only have one glass of beer if you want to drive.
Yes.
So
The rest you have it at home.
Mhm.
Or you can go back
And
home by
if you
Uber.
are drinking a lot, the people in the bar, they'll just watch you. I know of someone who was reported to the police after she left a pub. They reported that she was drinking and she drank a lot, and she's driving herself.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got to be careful about that.
All right. Yeah. Then let's move to the Wi-Fi and electricity. So, like at our house, it's the five of us. We use gas for heating. So our electricity and Wi-Fi is a bit expensive. We pay $250 per month. So
For both electricity and
it's a
Wi-Fi?
package. So since it's a package, it means it's a bit on the higher side. Then we also use gas for cooking and heating water, and it costs around $240 per month.
That's a lot.
A lot of money. So
Maybe you're having long showers.
of course, with the boys, they will have 1 hour shower. They will tell you, Mommy, I'm trying so hard to lessen my minutes. And remember, we are coming from Zimbabwe where there were no showers.
Yeah.
So they take their time to enjoy the warm water, which is coming from the tap on top of that.
Okay, in my part, my electricity and Wi-Fi, they are not a bundle, they are paid separately, and it varies according to my usage. Like if I have a lot of visitors and I cook a lot or take showers a lot, because we don't have gas, everything is on electricity. Sometimes it ranges around 150, but if it's just the two of us with visitors occasionally, it's around 120 for just the electricity a month. And then the Wi-Fi, we pay $90 every month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have gas.
Yeah,
Then
so my advice is, guys, just look for a house with only electricity.
Yeah.
Please don't go for gas. Of course, in our situation, we were so desperate. We really needed a house. Therefore, we had to go for the one with gas and electricity.
Okay, let me tell you one thing about her gas. Why she's like this. Her gas runs out like every month. She's out of gas because she has to order it online, and they take their time to deliver. So she's one of the culprits why my electricity sometimes goes high, because they don't have to cook, and she's got so many kids. They can't eat out every day.
We just had to change the company recently because it was just acting up. So those are some of the things that you have to be careful about when you enter into contracts. Remember, which company are you taking? What is their rating online? Of course, we saw their rating, but we were like, maybe it's just the internet rating.
Yeah,
but
we were really desperate because the family was coming and there was nothing. So, and I only had a 2-bedroom house. 20 people were coming.
All right, so we also moved to the cars. Okay.
Oh, what type of car are you driving?
Oh, I drive an Uber, babe, my guy.
What's
drive an
Uber? What's an Uber?
Toyota Prius.
Okay, here, all the Toyota Prius that you see on the street are Ubers. So we call it Uber.
Mm-hmm. So when I relocated, I had to get my car on a loan. Finance. So I'm paying $416 for the car. Then I pay $80 for the insurance. Therefore, my total expenditure for the car is 500. The other one we bought it on cash, so we do not pay anything on for that one, but we pay insurance again around $80 as well.
Okay, for in my case, my car is not an Uber. It's a Nissan Juke, and its cost is $350 a month for the car only, and the insurance is around $80 a month. The reason why a car was more expensive than mine is because it's a hybrid.
And also
Yeah.
it's a later model, like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
As well, remember, we came at different times. Things changed
Yeah,
in
it
between.
was
Yes.
almost a year.
Yeah, because even those who bought the same car as yours are paying
More.
almost
Yeah,
exact
yeah,
amount
yeah.
as I'm paying.
The reason is because they consider the international market, like the exchange rates and stuff, when they
Yes.
calculate your interest rate. So my interest rate per annum was lower than hers, and hers is even lower than what people who are buying now are getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
So
low.
how do you qualify for that loan?
Okay, you
buy?
need a salary, a monthly or fortnightly or weekly salary, which is, I think, above the minimum wage, right?
No, they don't really look at that. They just look at your salary and your spending. Like they want to know how much you are spending on rent, groceries, Wi-Fi. They'll ask you those silly questions. Do you have one
Yes.
Netflix and whatever you're subscribing? They want to know everything so that they calculate the amount of money they can loan you that you will be able to pay back without having to sacrifice the basics of life.
Yes.
So they will calculate and tell you that Taffy, you qualify to get 15,000,
Yes.
and then you go, woo! I have 15,000.
Like in my case, I also qualified for 16,000, but I was looking at the bigger picture. I was like, oh, my family is coming, so I better take something for 10,000. So the guy was saying, you can get
they encourage
the
you to
vessel,
go higher.
you can get a Qashqai, you can get a what, you afford to get all those. And I was like, no, my man, I need something lower. So of course, for the Toyota, they forced me until I took something for 12,000, but I really wanted something for 7,000.
It's crazy.
Because I was like, I just need something to move from place to place. I didn't want anything fancy,
no.
especially after relocating. I wanted
But
to
I
access.
told you that cars are not something that you buy today and tomorrow and the day after.
Yes.
You are stuck with it, especially with the finance. You have to pay the finance for 3 years, and you just drive the car for 3 months and you realize that you don't like it, and what's going to happen?
And as she was talking to me about it, I was feeling exactly the same way she, like, because I was used to driving a very big car and I had to go down to a small car. Of course, my mind was like, no, I need something to move from place to place. But somehow, guys, you feel that downgrade. You feel it inside you. Feel like, oh no, this is too low for what I had. But guys, it's just a starting point. You can still have anything that you want.
Yeah, especially for people who are in the situation like mine. I know that I'm lucky that my son is over 12 years, where they need aftercare, before school care, and child care and stuff. So I don't have to pick him up or drop him or do anything, and there's no extra fees for him. So that kind of saves me a lot of pressure. But if you have younger kids, you don't use the budget that I am on, because if your child is below 5, it means you need daycare.
Yes.
Even if you're an ECE teacher, you qualify for 50% fees off, and it's paid weekly.
Yes.
Just like rent. So one person that I know, she's paying 160 a week.
Yes, that's
true. On top of your rent and your bills and everything.
Yes.
So it will add to a lot of things. So you have to be like, what do I call it? Like you
have to assess to know. Like, I couldn't take some of the things that she had because I was looking at myself like, I have a family of 4 people.
Yeah.
Unlike them, is 2 only.
Yeah.
So you have to weigh your lifestyle.
Yeah, you sit yourself down and say, oh, she's driving a vessel. But how we have to go to the Honda Fit that I left in Zimbabwe because that's what you afford. After all,
it's just for a short time, guys.
Yeah.
Just remember, you things are in transit.
Yeah. Is that all about the car? I wanted to say something about the cars. That as soon as you get a job here, you qualify to apply for the finance for the car.
Yes.
So people will be like, oh, she's just 1 month or 2 weeks now. She already bought a car. My father was saying the same thing, like, how much do you earn?
Yeah, people would be like overestimating everything.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic, guys. Yes, it's better than Zimbabwe. It's better than anywhere else we are running away from, but it's not like we are getting money in bags. No, we are just getting normal salaries that allow us to have normal lives.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So now let's move to the fuel. In my case, I work like 5 minutes away from home. So I use $50 of fuel per month. Of course, when I wish to go out, I will add more, probably $100 for a full tank. If I just go to work and come back, I will use it for over 2 months.
Yeah, it's the car that we used for all those long trips when we are dropping our friends and colleagues who come. We use the Uber.
It really saves.
Yeah, it saves a lot of fuel. And then in my case, it's the same thing because I just work less than
3 minutes walking distance.
3 minutes walking.
Yeah. Not driving.
But I do drive to work.
Because it rains a lot.
Yeah.
So even if you walk for 3 minutes, if it's raining, you will be drenched.
Yeah, besides, I bought it so that I can use it.
For your
What's
convenience.
The point of leaving it at home?
Yeah.
People at work will joke with me and saying, how was the traffic?
And it's so hard to leave your house because it's always jammed.
So the same amount for the fuel,
which is $50.
And now our kids, we don't drop them.
No.
We don't do drop-offs or pickups for the kids.
They have to grow up. They have to grow up
because they are older. My son is near 13.
Yeah, the same with my daughter. They share the birthday.
They are twins.
They are twins.
Yeah.
They are both in year 13. Then in my case, I also have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. So the 13-year-old doesn't commute. He's still in the intermediate school.
So
then
it's close to home?
Yeah, it's 2 minutes walking as well. So for the 2, I pay $100 per fortnight. The 15-year-old pays $40 per fortnight. Then the big girl pays $60 per fortnight, which makes it $120 for the girl.
Okay, there's something that I don't understand. Are they attending the same school, the boy and the girl?
Oh yes, they go to the same school. So
how come the bus fares are different?
They differ because of age.
Oh.
Yes, so when you buy the Hope card, they will ask you the age.
Don't use Hope card. We don't know what
the bus ticket.
Yeah,
they'll, when you apply for the bus ticket, you have to indicate the age. And so they will charge accordingly. Whenever he taps the ticket, it will charge according to his age.
Okay, me being Zimbabwean, I will say my 18-year-old is 13 years old. Can I do it?
No, you can't, because you use the school ID to do all those things.
All right.
Yeah, so you must leave your Zimbabwean in Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Okay. So the bus tickets are You are saying they pay $60, the older one, $60 a month.
Yeah, 49.
Oh, fortnight, yeah,
Yes.
fortnight, yeah. And they are taking only one bus. If they are taking more than one bus, it means it will
It'll
be
be more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same for my son. They are attending the same school. Yeah, so it's also
The same price.
the same price, and it used to be lower last year.
Yeah, we used to
They
give
were
them
paying-
$20
Yeah,
per
and
week.
we didn't even feel it.
Yeah, but now it's a bit painful.
Yeah, it is. It is. And how about pocket money? Do you give your kids pocket money?
Of course, because if we don't give these kids pocket money, they are used to getting pocket money. Remember, our kids were in boarding school when they were home, so they are used to getting a certain amount to buy themselves a
Even
few
those
things,
young
chocolates.
kids like lollipops and stuff.
Yeah, when we were back home, they would say, "Mommy, I'm going to school, then I give him $1 to spend at school." So it's something that they are used to having. Of course, here things are not sold as much as they are done home, but they have school tuck shops as well. They have special days like sports whereby they need to buy their own things. So I give each of them $40 per month. So for the three of them, they get 40, which is $120. So it also helps them if they need something, like our kids love things. They will tell you, "Mommy, I want this type of headset, I want..."
And games. Our
I-
boys love games. They are buying games. Yeah,
Of
there's
course,
one
we are
thing that
restricting them. We are
there's
giving
one thing
them...
that we didn't mention. They are allowed to open bank accounts.
Yeah.
So we transfer the money into their account.
So imagine after giving somebody $40, you realize that tomorrow there is 0. Where did you put all the money?
You
Oh
didn't
my
even
goodness.
go out. Or
Yeah, boy is in a cult. He's paying for games. So it's something
Minecraft.
that you really need to watch because these
yeah.
boys are going out of hand if you do not monitor them.
Yeah.
So of course now we are managing every cent. They have to write down the balance sheet every day. I'm taking $20. I will be paying blah blah. And we also encourage them to save. We have a savings in the house. They save $15 per month from whatever amount we are giving them. They are saving $15. Then they take $5 and give at church. It's something that they have to know. Because if you don't teach your children to give, you don't teach them to save, it means you will save them as old women or as old men. Then your grandchildren will be staying at your house because your son or your daughter is full of disorder.
And in my case, it's the same because they are cousins. If I give them more, these ones will come and say, "Mommy, we want..."
Can you please add more?
Yeah, because you give this one more. What about us? But there's something that recently happened. He said, "Please keep my money. I want to buy a gaming laptop at the end of the year."
Okay.
I said, "Okay, if it's at the end of the year, it's fine because he'll be done with his high school." So I said, okay. So
they are saving because you hear. I always ask them, "What do you want to buy?" They would say, "I want to buy myself an iPhone. I want to buy myself a PS5, PS6." So we are allowing them to explore, to have that exposure, which we didn't have at home. Why? Because at home things were a bit tight. Of course, we could give them money, but it had names. When you do not have tax at school, you use $3 this week, you use $3 next week.
And it was not just for their own use. I remember I would tell him that, remember, you will need to have your hair cut. And sometimes, those shoes will just need repairing. And the bags and so many things. So he needed to keep maybe $5 or $10 aside. Not spending it. And then there's something that I wanted to talk about. I don't know. Maybe it will come back later.
That's still okay. Then also let's talk about how much do you spend when you go out?
Okay.
Because I always see you out. So tell me more about it.
Okay. Recently we went out to celebrate one of the boys' birthday. We didn't spend much because we did a picnic birthday at the beach. We bought 2 large pizzas, like the limousine. You wouldn't know what it is.
The big one is
The big one like this. I will show you. We'll post somewhere. We'll post it soon. You will see the food that we bought. And how much did it cost?
It wasn't much. We used around $200 for. It was like the 12 of us. 10 of us, right?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, it was 10 of us, but it was enjoyable because it was for free. And remember, scenery is for free in Auckland, in New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand is beautiful. Wherever you go, you find that the place is beautiful. So there are very few outdoor places that you pay.
Yeah, there are some where you pay. Maybe you want the experience, like for her birthday we went to Rainbow's End. It's kind of a play thing where you can play for the whole day, and they've got play equipment for the whole family. And that's one thing that is very good about New Zealand. It's not like Zimbabwe where only the dads, husbands and brothers go out and enjoy, and the moms and kids stay
home.
Here they try to incorporate the
family
whole family
oriented.
So in that center, in that Rainbow's End, you find the play equipment for small kids, and you find we're enjoying. If you follow us, you will see some of the videos that we posted.
And just remember,
so for that outing alone,
it was a bit.
She doesn't know. We are the one who suffered.
They forked out a lot of money.
Yeah,
what I was just doing was like, go on this one, then I would go, okay.
Yeah, for the whole family. And it was how many of us?
It was 9. 9 again. Yeah, it was the 9 of us.
It was 9 of us, and the tickets cost $450 excluding food. We had to buy food, which was around $200. And it's something that we don't really do every day.
No,
we don't go for outings every day. Like, because of that, it was in December. We didn't go out for Christmas. We didn't go far where we book. Normally, for Christmas holidays, Easter, and those big holidays, we usually go somewhere else, long drive, and then we book into an Airbnb for 2 nights or 1 night, and then we just go around that place. And for that, we need to save, because you can't just drive and go and see free things. No. So usually there are some exciting places to see, exciting views and games and stuff.
Yeah, so that's one thing about New Zealand. You can save. And when you save, you know that my money will still be there tomorrow. And I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's possible to save. Of course, it will take your time to save, but it's possible. And I think for those people who have been here for quite some time, they can do it regularly because they already have savings. And
that's true.
Yes, I adore certain families that go out regularly because they've been here for 20 years, 30 years, and they don't feel the impact when they take out $1,000. They already have more thousands in their accounts.
Yeah, in their savings.
Yes, which is something that we are also working on, saving so that we can have fat bank accounts that will assist us to enjoy in the future.
Yeah, that's true. And remember, you cannot compete or compare yourself to the next person. Like in my case, I cannot compete with her. Sometimes they will say, let's go to an outing, this. I'll just say, I'm out.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have to pay the bills by myself. They are. That's why she was saying she's paying a quarter.
And sometimes I also back out when she says, let's do this.
Yes,
why? Because we are a package. So guys, this is a bit about New Zealand.
There's an expense that we didn't cover. This one is like black tax.
Oh my goodness, yes. How could I forget this one? You know what, guys? Most importantly, I remember my parents back home every month. Of course, I'm not sending much, but I ensure that I send them at least 200. Why? Because I have siblings who help me do that as well. So when things are tight for me, they also cover for me. And when things are okay for me, I cover for them. So I always send 200, and my brother does something, my sister does something, my cousin does something. So I have to. It's something that I have to do. Then one important thing that I don't forget is calling my mother. I call her every day, 1 minute per day. It's just like, how are you today? Are you feeling okay? Can I talk to Baba? How is he today? Then I end my call. I couldn't afford to do that when I relocated, but now I can do that oftenly because I told myself I have to talk to them because they are far away.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the same with me. We always have people who are needing this and that, and the family, being African, we are so big. Extended families, cousins, sisters who are struggling, and no matter how hard it is, sometimes you just tell yourself that I just have to do this for my cousin or for my aunt, or because after all, they are the people who really matter. And being so far away from home, you can't do much, like visit them or be with them. So it's better that they get something.
And problems in Africa just arise. Yeah, the water tin fell inside, the kettle at the deep tank needs the deep.
And the goat broke his leg.
So we just do a lot, and
the roof got
blown away. So we do not complain doing that because that's us.
And that's the reason why we came, so that we can
because it was even going to happen if we were not here. So in my case, I'm really happy. I'm in a position to help. I can give my parents, I can give my nieces, my cousins, I can do a lot. So I'm really happy that God sent us here to New Zealand.
Also, being honest, how much are you able to save every month?
To be honest, we are having a round robin whereby we are giving each other money per month. So we are giving each other 1,000 per month.
1,000 US dollars?
No, 1,000 NZD per month, and it's the four of us. So I think that is my basic saving that I'm making. That's true. Yes, and of course I have my tin in the car. I always put $20 whenever I have cash. Yes, it's in the car because it's like sometimes you have cash, you just withdraw the cash and you don't want to use it all. Then you say, I put this for church, then I put this, that is just an emergency fund that I keep in my car. So I do not
in your car?
Yeah, in my car. In my car.
Okay, good.
Because we don't share the cars. So
just for myself. I'll use the information later.
For your own benefit.
Yeah. And in my case, I am also doing that, saving, and it's really hitting hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. I want to cry. It's really hard for me to save because, to be honest with you, we are still settling. There are some things that we are still doing, like it takes a long time for you to be like fully done with settling because there are still some registrations and some things to be done. And we still have to save money for residency, and it costs quite a lot. So I would say just give it maybe 3, 4, 5 years.
Yes, because that's when you realize that okay, I'm done with the car loan, I'm done with this, I'm done with this. So you are moving to the next step. And also the other thing is
I had forgotten school fees.
Oh yeah, we do not pay school fees.
Before you forget?
No, it's not important. We do not pay school fees. Our kids are going to school for free. So I'm really happy. Unlike the 1,600 that I was paying home. I'm grateful.
And then, after paying, you hear that the teachers are on strike.
It was something else. So I also want to praise this system because every child has a chance. Even for us immigrants from down in Africa, our kids are benefiting. And also the health system, before forgetting, everybody is benefiting the health from the health system. Even us from down Africa, we really appreciate.
Yeah, that's true. And I wanted to add something about the school fees. Like, our kids get lunch from school. Yeah, they don't really like it. It's
the test
European
is,
food, of course. They are used to
it's
their mom's cooking.
English. They are used to salsa, matemba.
Yeah, and the rice is curry, and it tastes, for them it tastes sweet. And for me also, I can't eat the curry. It's kind of sweet for me. So yeah, but if your child is like, she can or he can eat everything, they'll be fine with the school lunches. Some they'll even love it.
Yeah, for example, my last boy is okay. He eats everything. And he will be like, no, don't worry about me, I'm okay, my food is at school. He just has his little cereal, then he goes to school.
Yeah, but I believe that primary school food is better than high school.
Something that I don't know. Yeah, so guys, this is much about New Zealand. See you in our next video.
If you have more questions, you can just comment, like. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Thank you. Hope to see you soon.